And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Here's the starting group for Houston. Jones is out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Okoro. Then there's Garland. And it's LeVert in at the 2 guard. Randall out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Brunson in at the 1. Tip-off goes to Houston. Oh, we get to see, Brent, 2 of the league's strongest backcourts tonight. And this is probably the kind of game that suits your taste. Am I right?
Oh, I love it. I love it, Kevin. This game is going to come down to guard play. It's not just about the backcourt scoring. It's just as much about that strong perimeter defense.
Garland against Brunson. And Randall throws it down.
Amazing just how trusted Brunson is with the basketball.
It's Garland with the ball for Houston. Pass to Jones. And there's the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
He's off on the second. Now, here's Anunoby. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Now the pass to Jones. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Kicks it to Garland. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Assist goes to.
That's pretty tough for Garland at his size to be able to score around the contest.
Randall passes to Brunson. Back to Randall. Out to Brunson. Nice form on the 20-footer.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
We know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates.
Randall, Mobley with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's LeVert. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. Brunson against Garland. So here's Burks. For the 3. Here's Robinson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
And Robinson just with the height there, reaching up and ripping it down.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
At the line for your home team, Mitchell Robinson.
And that one misses.
And Brent, how about this Mitchell Robinson kid? His work ethic inside, impressive.
So dominant, Greg, on the inside. He's got that reach, able to go up and bother shots. He also led the league in field goal percentage in just his second year, so he knows where it is he's going to eat. Don't be surprised if he does that again.
That's a 2 from Randall. And that one's on target from the wing. Randall's got 6. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Pistons in Detroit.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Here's Randall. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Robinson misses. Knocks it loose. For Houston, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Okoro throws it down.
Assisted by
Okoro finding a way to get an angle and then get inside.
Team.
And now in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. You look at the Nuggets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now, for this home ball club, give them credit. They've stuck to their plan here early on, playing their brand of basketball. They're showing everyone they have the potential to be even better.
Now here's Brunson. He had 25 points in the win against the Heat in Miami.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the first quarter. To the left wing, pulls it up. And it's Houston with another.
George Niang.
1:46 left in the first quarter of the game. Out to the right wing. Here's McBride. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Pass to Niang. Here's Merrill. Back to Niang. Strus passes to Merrill. 4 on the clock. Shoots the 3. And it's Strus missing.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
And there it is for him.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Pass to Morris. He kicks to Okoro. That shot, no good. Good D by Bogdanovich. Here's Brunson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Brunson's got 7 points in the game.
You heard the whistle, but Brunson played right through it, able to knock it down.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Bogdanovich. Nothing on the board. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Achua. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game. To halt the run. Tries again, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter.
22.
Up 9.
Houston.
And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
So on the floor for Houston, they've got Max Strus. Marcus Morris is out there with Evan Mobley. Then there's Karis LeVert, and it's Garland in at the point guard position. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You know, Jalen Brunson, for the NBA at least, is small in stature. But his tremendous footwork enables him to operate inside and out. He says, I've tried to make my game for what I had as versatile as possible. I've got to be crafty. I'm not jumping out of the gym. I'm not racing down the floor in 2 seconds. But I'm going to keep you off balance. Kevin?
Oh, I love his game. David, I know you do as well. Hey, thank you. Houston trails by 8. And here's LeVert. Robinson pulls it in. Burks looking around. Shoots over LeVert. Burks can't get it to go.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
A nice shot by LeVert.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Brunson against Garland. Brunson kicks to Randall. That shot is off. Good D by Mobley. You know, Greg, it's nice to have a big man like Mobley out on the floor with all the things he can do.
And Kevin, you got to love his skill set for a 7-footer. Really diverse in terms of what he brings to the table. And then you hear so much praise for his attitude and his feel for the game. What a valuable player to have on your team.
That one goes in. Robinson's got 4 this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
The pass to Mobley. Back to Garland. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Second personal foul.
Well, Garland taking the bump that time and pretty good focus on that play.
Houston making a switch. Jones is checked in. Well, interviewing former players, they say what they miss most is the camaraderie. What about you, Brent?
I would say, Kevin, right behind the camaraderie is another C word, the competition. There's no doubt that there's only a few ways that you could ever feed that. Playing at the highest level, being a member of the National Basketball Association, that's something special.
Here's McBride. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Garland, the pass to Strus. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Burks. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
LeVert kicks to Jones. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
Burks, the pass to Randall. From the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Randall's got 9.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Here's Strus. Back to LeVert. Kicks it out to Garland. Driving in. And there's the call on Jones.
Damian Jones.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Checking in for Houston.
Gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
Okoro. Sam Merrill.
Burks with it. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Heat in Miami. Passes to Robinson. Back to Burks. Here's McBride. Off target with his 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Niang in the post. Robinson on him.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
Randall no good.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Mobley. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Niang. Robinson pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
McBride passes to Randle. And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your home team. Isaiah Hartenstein. Bojan Bogdanovic.
1:10 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's McBride. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. McBride's got 6.
And he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Now here's Okoro. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Mobley wide open. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Okoro showing his ability to find an open teammate.
Out left to the wing. Here's Randall. And Okoro pulls it down.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now Randall after Darius Garland missing on that last three-pointer. Pass to McBride. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. No scoring in this one. 4 on the shot clock. Randall no good. And so that brings the first half to a close. Up 6. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, I'll tell you what I saw in the first half, Ernie. 3 things. Soft defense, not enough pressure, but they can still win this game. They need to ramp it up. Is that 2 or 3? Doesn't matter. You understand, Ernie.
And that'll do it for
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Darius Garland. Guys, what a contribution.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
We've got Alec Burks, Randall out there with Anunoby. Then it's Robinson, and it's Brunson in a corner. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
Great concentration from Robinson there. Good work to accept the contact and then keep working through it.
He's 0-1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
On the free throw, no good.
It didn't take long for a lot of people to take notice just how dominant a defensive player Mitchell Robinson was going to be in this league.
Now here's Brunson. Here's Randall. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game. Garland looking it over. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Jones slams it home.
Assessing that possession right there. Garland waiting for the opening to find the man.
Out to the right wing. Randall passes to Robinson. Can't hit from in close. Houston trails by 8. LeVert with a wide open look. Randall grabs the board. Gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. On the wing, Anunoby. It's rebounded by Houston.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Achua, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Marcus Morris is checked in for Houston. Max Strus comes in for Isaac Okoro. Brunson, no good. Gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And it goes down 2 points.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Garland. Jones has got 7.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Randall no good. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. 6-point game. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
On its way from Burks for 2. Misses the wing J. Houston trails by 4. Here's LeVert. Misses in close. Randall against Garland. Here's Achua. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Still home team ball.
Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. Money from the wing. And it's 9 points here for Jalen Brunson. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. LeVert kicks to Jones. Shoots over Achua. Jones, no luck. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. The physicality Randall plays with night in and night out, Brent, is impressive. Wow.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Kevin, when you have this matchup, he's such a workhorse. You feel like he's going to eventually just wear down his opponent. He's got great conditioning, and he's always on the floor.
Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You take a look at Garland. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and then Jones with the jam.
Just got to be able to read from the point guard position, and Garland did a nice job there.
They get it back. Hartenstein. Good work defensively by Jones. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mobley, he's checked in for Damian Jones.
In for Houston. Evan
Houston
Mobley.
trails by 4. Houston moving the ball around.
Home team foul. Miles
For Houston, they
McBride.
have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
At the line for
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Now, you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
To the wing on the left. Mobley against Randall. Mobley with the block. There's a minute left to play here in the third.
Evan Mobley.
He just powered that.
Assistant.
One of the game's top dunkers. On 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Randall outside to the left side wing. And here's Brunson outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Merrill. Burks covering. Aston Niang from past the arc drills the three-pointer. Niang's got the game tied up here for Houston.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Clock at 4. Garland, that's for 2. Here's Mobley over Randall. No good. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Up by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Evan Mobley. He's out there with Okoro. Marcus Morris is out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Merrill in at the point. A kick out to Mobley. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Mobley's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Houston. Gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. To the wing right side. Achua, the pass to Hartenstein. And he banks in the layup.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Now, Okoro. A kick out to Mobley. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here he goes.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Okoro, he plays determined, but he also plays very physical, so he's going to draw fouls from anywhere.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Wow, they made every free throw here in the second half. And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
You got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. The pass to Merrill. Just 5 to shoot.
Like watching Randall get down, use that frame, and use those feet to move around defensively.
Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Brunson. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And so LeVert will bring it up for Houston, trailing by 4. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Mobley. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Passes it to Randall. From deep, Brunson. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 in this game.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Mobley against Randall. Okoro. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic. The first one falls. OG Anunoby's checked in for Bogdanovic. Garland, he's checked in for Houston. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Randall outside. Right wing. Brunson the pass to Robinson. Good D by Jones.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Okoro with a nice decision just sharing the ball.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Over to the wing. Randall down low. Covered by Mobley. Robinson, that's good.
Robinson with the basket.
Here's Garland. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Now a timeout called by Houston. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jalen Brunson.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
To the inside. And here's LeVert.
2 minutes remaining.
Okoro, wide open, he fires. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
When he's shooting off the catch like this, these are signs of some remarkable improvement in Okoro's game.
Randall right side. Over Mobley. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
How about Randall? Dependable big in a big moment.
Burks against LeVert. Now here's Okoro. He's guarded closely. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Isaac is one of those physical guards out there that can back down guys and take some hits.
Over to the left wing. Randall kicks to Brunson. 1:10 left in the 4th quarter. And Jones sends it back. And it's Houston on the break to take the lead. Okoro's shot is off. Gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Brunson. Nails the tray.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
LeVert from outside. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And LeVert with that slashing approach coupled with the outside shot. Boy, he is not an easy comer.
Money.
This is who you go to in the clutch. Randall stepping up big time.
32 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 3. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Robinson.
For your home team, Isaiah Hartenstein.
Here's Garland. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Home team.
Wow, Garland finding an incredible 2 there.
And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau.
Who wants a T-shirt? Make some noise!
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Home team. And now, your dance team.
Robinson's checked in for Hartenstein.
Mitchell Robinson.
And so they foul intentionally.
Darius Garland. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for
He
2.
drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And it feels like Brunson is made for these moments. He loves the spotlight being on him.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
LeVert against Burks. And here's Garland for 3. Misses the tray. Brunson goes in. Count it.
And Brunson's got the mindset to deliver.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.